Hello and welcome to the Daily Bible Podcast. My name is William Hemsworth. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Scripture. If you're new to the show, the Daily Bible Podcast, we go verse by verse through the Bible. We started December 1st with chapter 1 of the Gospel of Matthew, just in time for Christmas. And we're about halfway through Matthew chapter 5. And today we're going to look at Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. So Matthew chapter 5, verse 16 says, "In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven." This is this part of the Sermon on the Mount, and so what Jesus is saying here, it's basically a summation of the previous two verses in Jesus' sermon. And what's interesting is the term Father is it's a favorite term of Jesus to describe God, Father in heaven. But this is the first time it's used, and Matthew chapter 5, it's used 17 times. Before that, it wasn't used at all. So very interesting little tidbit of trivia there. But like I said, this is a summation of the previous couple verses. Jesus saying, as believers, we are the light of the world, we're the salt of the earth. And so the role of Christians in the world is to bring out the best in others by leading them to Christ. Through our personal witness, we as faithful believers become the light of the world, and we enable others to see the way from darkness into the great light that only Christ can give. So here we are, as we're recording this, it is Sunday morning. A lot of us are going to be getting ready for church in a little bit. Some of us, depending on where you're listening, may have already gone. So here's my challenge to everyone out there. Are we only being Christians on Sundays? You see, Brennan Manning famously said, "The greatest single cause of atheism in the world today is Christians, because they acknowledge Jesus with their lips and walk out the door and get on their lifestyle." Basically what he's saying is, they say they're Christians, but it's only during Sunday service. We're called to be Christians 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's no rest. Doesn't mean you're not going to mess up, but we need to be faithful disciples and reflect that love, the mercy, the forgiveness, the lifestyle that Christ is calling us to every day so that others can see it. And that's going to be the catalyst. That's going to be the catalyst to help bring them into the light of Christ, for them to start asking questions so we can start talking about the faith as well. Well, God bless you guys. Hope you enjoyed this edition of the Daily Bible Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, as always, I ask that you rate it, you review it, you share it. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day.